Before medicine, before pyramids, before the word death even existed, the ancients of Egyptian mystery schools guarded a secret. They knew the human being is not only flesh. You are not only body, not only breath, not only shadow. You are vibration. You are frequency. You are temple. The priests taught that within every soul there are sacred codes. Hu, the sound of remembrance. Ka, the current of life force energy. Ba, the wings of the eternal soul. And beyond them all, hidden, luminous, eternal. Sahu, the spiritual body of light, the radiant body of resurrection, the immortal field that transcends death itself. Sahu is not the shadow. Sahu is not memory. Sahu is the glorified body that shines when Hu, Ka, and Ba merge into coherence. It is the light body activation. It is the Ascension frequency. It is the code of immortality. The temples of ancient Egypt were not only monuments, they were living technologies. Each chamber was designed to awaken Hu, Ka, and Ba until Sahu rose from within, glowing brighter than flesh, stronger than time, beyond limitation. This is not myth. This is not story. This is vibrational medicine. This is spiritual awakening. This is energy healing through remembrance of your original frequency. You are not here by accident. You were guided here by synchronicity. Your higher self, your soul, your Ba has led you to this exact moment because now it is time to awaken your Sahu, your body of light, your ascended self, your eternal form. Breathe deeply. Feel the energy rise through your spine, your chakras, your heart, and anchor this frequency now by typing in the comments, Hu aligns me, Ka ignites me, Ba remembers me, Sahu makes me eternal light. Chapter 1. The Secret of Sahu. In the temples of ancient Egypt, the high priests taught that the human being was never only a body of flesh. The body is temporary, the flesh is fragile, but within the soul exists a map, a sacred blueprint, and at the center of that blueprint is Sahu, the spiritual body of light. The ancients whispered, Hu is the sacred sound of remembrance. Ka is the current of life force energy. Ba is the eternal soul with wings of freedom. But Sahu is the crown. Sahu is the immortal body of light, the glorified spiritual form, the ascended luminous self that shines beyond death and time. The Egyptian mystery schools taught that Sahu was the true light body that rose when Hu, Ka, and Ba were awakened in harmony. Without Hu, you forget. Without Ka, you weaken. Without Ba, you wander. But without Sahu, you cannot transcend. Sahu is the one that carries you through death, through dimensions, into eternity. They said, without Sahu, the soul is incomplete. With Sahu, the soul becomes eternal light. This was the greatest secret of the temples of Ascension. The Sahu light body was not a dream, not a myth, not imagination. It was a reality, a frequency activation, of vibrational medicine encoded into every cell, every chakra, every strand of your DNA. Hu is remembrance. Ka is ignition. Ba is the memory of the soul. And Sahu is transfiguration into light. When Sahu awakens, you are no longer limited to the human form. You are no longer trapped in density. You become radiant. You become untouchable. You become the luminous, immortal body the ancients called the eternal flame. Activation of Chapter 1. Place your hands over your heart. Breathe slowly. Whisper the 4 keys: Hu, Ka, Ba, Sahu. Feel your field expand. Feel your soul remember. And anchor it in the comments to send your signal into the field. Hu awakens. Ka ignites. Ba remembers. Sahu rises within me. Chapter 2. The Body of Light. To the modern mind, the body is only cells, blood, and bone. But in the wisdom of ancient Egypt, the body was never just physical. The body was sound slowed down. The body was light condensed into matter. The body was vibration crystallized into form. The priests taught Hu aligns the memory, Ka ignites the current of life force, Ba gives the soul its wings. But Sahu is the immortal light body, the glorified body of Ascension, the true form of the awakened soul. Without Sahu, the being is fragmented. With Sahu, the being becomes whole. Without Sahu, you remain bound to density. With Sahu, you step into immortality, eternity, divine luminosity. The Sahu body is not fantasy. It is spiritual technology. It is the original Egyptian code of vibrational medicine. It is the luminous vessel that carries the soul into the stars, into the eternal fields of light. When Hu awakens, the vibration begins. When Ka flows, the current ignites. When Ba remembers, the soul expands. But when Sahu rises, all frequencies merge into one radiant body, the ascended self, the eternal flame, the living temple of light. This was the greatest promise of the Egyptian mystery schools, that man was never mortal, that woman was never fragile, that every being carried within them the immortal Sahu body of light, waiting, sleeping, hidden, until awakened by sound, breath, and remembrance. Activation of Chapter 2. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Feel your skin not as flesh, but as light. Feel your bones not as weight, but as vibration. Whisper softly the 4 keys: Hu, Ka, Ba, Sahu. And to anchor this awakening, write in the comments, I am more than body. Hu aligns me. Ka ignites me. Ba remembers me. Sahu is my light body. Chapter 3. The Temples as Maps. The pyramids were not tombs. The temples were not monuments. To the priests of ancient Egypt, every stone, every corridor, every chamber was a map of ascension, a design for awakening the light body, the Sahu, the eternal self. When you walked into the pyramid, you were not entering stone. You were entering vibration. Every wall carried frequency. Every hieroglyph carried code. Every chamber was a resonance chamber, tuned to awaken the Hu, Ka, Ba, and Sahu within the initiate. The priests whispered, Hu,
was the sound to awaken remembrance. Ka was the current to ignite vitality. Ba was the winged soul, free to move between worlds. And when all three aligned inside the temple, Sahu appeared, the immortal body of light, the glorified vessel of eternity. The pyramid was a mirror of the cosmos, its angles aligned with the stars. Its passages reflected the journey of the soul. It was not built for the dead. It was built for the living to remember their immortality. Inside, initiates would lie in stone chambers, not to die, but to dissolve, not to end, but to ascend. Through chanting Hu, Ka, Ba, their vibration would rise until the Sahu body emerged, shining, radiant, eternal. The hieroglyphs were not decoration. They were frequencies of sacred geometry. They were transmissions from another world, codes designed to awaken memory inside your DNA. The temples themselves were maps of the soul, maps leading the initiate from body to energy to soul to light. Activation of Chapter 3. Close your eyes. Imagine you are standing inside a pyramid. Hear the echo of your breath against the sacred stone. Whisper the 4 keys into the chamber of your heart. Hu, Ka, Ba, Sahu. Let your inner temple awaken. And anchor this activation now by writing in the comments, I am the temple. Hu aligns me. Ka ignites me. Ba remembers me. Sahu is my eternal light body.
Chapter 4. Death as Passage. To the ordinary mind, death is the end. To the priests of ancient Egypt, death was never an ending. Death was a passage, a doorway, a vibration shift. It was the moment when Hu, Ka, and Ba united to awaken the Sahu, the light body of eternity. The Ba was the soul with wings. It could fly. It could wander. It could visit the world of the living and the world of the dead. But the Ba was unstable, a traveler without a home. It needed a vessel. It needed an eternal body. It needed the Sahu. The priests taught, without Hu, the Ba forgets. Without Ka, the Ba weakens. But without Sahu, the Ba cannot endure. It is Sahu that receives the Ba, holds the Ba, anchors the Ba in eternity. The Ba is the journey. The Sahu is the arrival. This is why in the temples, initiates rehearsed their own deaths. They practiced silence inside stone chambers. They practiced breathing the sound of Hu. They practiced feeling the current of Ka. They practiced spreading the wings of Ba. And when the time came, the Sahu body of light rose. The eternal home of the soul, untouched by time, radiant beyond death. For the Egyptians, death was not punishment. Death was not fear. Death was the activation of the Sahu body, the moment when the soul remembered its immortal light. The Ba and Sahu were never separate. One was the flight, the other was the flame. Together, they made the soul eternal. Activation of Chapter 4. Breathe in deeply. Feel your Ba, your soul with wings, rising. Now feel your Sahu, your body of light, receiving it, holding it, illuminating it. Whisper the keys, Hu, Ka, Ba, Sahu. Life, soul, flight, light.
Anchor this truth by writing in the comments, Ba is my soul, Sahu is my light body. Together, they make me eternal.
Chapter 5. The Immortal Flame. In every being, the Egyptians taught, there burns a fire, not the fire of the sun, not the fire of wood, but the immortal flame, the divine spark, the eternal light that no death can extinguish. This fire is the Sahu. It is the body of light, the glorified form, the spark of eternity hidden within your soul. It does not begin. It does not end. It only waits for the moment you remember. The Hu is the sound that awakens the ember. The Ka is the life force that fuels the flame. The Ba is the breath that gives it wings. And when Hu, Ka, and Ba unite, the Sahu ignites. The immortal flame rises. The eternal fire shines. The priests of ancient Egypt called this the flame of transfiguration. They knew the body would die. They knew the flesh would fall. But the flame of Sahu never dimmed. It followed the soul through the Duat, through the stars, through infinity. The Ba carried memory. The Ka carried vitality. The Hu carried sound. But only Sahu carried the fire that cannot be touched, the fire that cannot be broken, the fire that makes you more than mortal. Inside the temples, initiates were trained to feel this flame, to breathe into it, to feed it with Hu, to expand it with Ka, to guide it with Ba, until the Sahu flame burned so bright that the initiate became light itself, no longer flesh, but radiance, no longer bound, but eternal. Activation of Chapter 5. Close your eyes. Breathe into your heart. Whisper softly, Hu, Ka, Ba, Sahu. See a small ember inside your chest. With every breath, let it grow. Let it become the immortal flame, the divine spark of your eternal light. Anchor this by writing in the comments, Hu awakens, Ka fuels, Ba breathes, Sahu is my eternal flame.
Chapter 6. The Union of Four Keys. In the temples of ancient Egypt, the high priests spoke of four living powers. They called them Hu, Ka, Ba, and Sahu. Not concepts, not myths, but living currents vibrating inside every soul. Hu was the first key, the sound of remembrance, the sacred vibration that awakens the memory of your divine origin. Ka was the second key, the current of vitality, the life force energy flowing through your body and field. Ba was the third key, the flight of the soul, the winged essence that travels beyond dimensions, carrying your true identity. And Sahu was the fourth key, the immortal light body, the glorified flame, the eternal vessel of transfiguration. Each key was powerful, but when the four united, the gate of eternity opened. Hu awakens, Ka fuels, Ba carries, Sahu transforms. Without Hu, the Ka is asleep. Without Ka, the Ba cannot fly. Without Ba, the Sahu has no anchor. Without Sahu, the other three dissolve into fragments. Together, they form the union of four keys, the architecture of immortality, the code of ascension, the eternal flame of the light body. The temples of stone were reflections of this truth. Every chamber, every alignment with the stars was a reminder. You are not just flesh. You are sound. You are current. You are soul. You are light. You are Hu, Ka, Ba, and Sahu united. When these four harmonize, your frequency reorganizes, your heart calms, your energy flows, your field radiates, and you become what the ancients called the Ak, the shining one, the radiant star, the eternal self. Activation of Chapter 6. Breathe slowly. Whisper each key into your being. Hu, remembrance. Ka, vitality. Ba, flight of the soul. Sahu, immortal light. Now feel them unite as one current of power, one flame, one eternal body. Anchor this truth by writing in the comments, Hu awakens me, Ka fuels me, Ba carries me, Sahu transforms me. I am the union of four keys. Chapter 7. The Journey Through the Duat. The Egyptians did not see death as the end. They called it the Duat, the hidden realm, the passage between worlds, the starlit corridor where the soul is tested, purified, and reborn. To cross the Duat, you needed more than courage. You needed the four keys of eternity. Hu was the sound that cleared the path. It dissolved illusions, scattered shadows, and reminded the soul of its divine origin. Without Hu, the soul forgot its way. Ka was the current that sustained the traveler. It fed the soul with life force, gave strength through trials, and fueled the flame of passage. Without Ka, the soul grew weak. Ba was the winged guide, the essence that could fly above obstacles, slip between gates, and navigate the labyrinth of stars. Without Ba, the soul wandered, lost between dimensions. Sahu was the destination, the immortal light body, the vessel that awaited the purified soul on the other side of death. Without Sahu, there was no arrival, no permanence, no immortality. The Book of Coming Forth by Day, which we call the Egyptian Book of the Dead, was not about death at all. It was about the journey of ascension, how the Hu, Ka, and Ba merge into the Sahu to make the soul eternal. Every spell, every prayer, every symbol was a vibrational key to keep the soul aligned with its light body destiny. The priest said, "Without Hu, you forget. Without Ka, you weaken. Without Ba, you wander. But with Sahu, you shine like Ra among the stars." Thus, the Duat was not a place of fear. It was the cosmic classroom, the final initiation, the moment the soul stepped into its immortal flame. Chapter 8. The Judgment of the Heart. In the halls of the Duat, before the throne of Osiris, the soul stood in silence. It was the moment of truth. The heart was placed on the scales of Ma'at, weighed against the feather of eternity. If the heart was heavy, burdened by lies, it fell into shadow. If the heart was light, pure in resonance, the soul entered the fields of immortality. But the Egyptians knew the heart could not pass alone. It needed the four sacred powers. Hu was the voice of truth, the sound that declared, "I have not forgotten who I am." Without Hu, the soul trembled. With Hu, the heart spoke with purity. Ka was the current of life force. It gave the heart vitality, kept it beating in harmony with cosmic order. Without Ka, the heart weakened. With Ka, it pulsed with strength. Ba was the witness, the winged soul that carried the memory of every action, every intention.
It stood before the scales and said, "This is who I have been." Without Ba, the judgment was incomplete. With Ba, the soul revealed its truth. Sahu was the outcome, the immortal light body that rose only if the heart was balanced. Without Sahu, the soul dissolved. With Sahu, the soul became eternal radiance, shining with Ra in the heavens. The judgment of the heart was not punishment. It was alignment. It was the moment when Hu cleared, Ka fueled, Ba remembered, and Sahu awakened. It was not death. It was rebirth into light. The priests whispered, "Make your heart light. Speak Hu with truth. Fuel Ka with purity. Let Ba carry only love, and Sahu will rise as your eternal flame." Activation of Chapter 8. Place your hand on your heart. Breathe slowly. Whisper the 4 keys. Hu, truth. Ka, vitality. Ba, witness. Sahu, light. Feel your heart becoming lighter than a feather. Feel your soul entering the eternal flame of truth. Anchor this by writing in the comments, "My heart is light. Hu clears me. Ka fuels me. Ba carries me. And Sahu transforms me."
Chapter 9. The Fields of Eternity. When the scales of Maat declared the heart light, the soul was not destroyed. It was reborn. The gates of the Sekhet-Aaru, the fields of eternity, opened wide. A paradise not of illusion, but of vibration. A land where every soul walked in harmony, radiant, free, eternal. The Egyptians said, "This is where the Ba spread its wings fully, no longer bound by fear, no longer lost between worlds." The Ba could fly freely, soaring among the stars, visiting realms, carrying joy. This is where the Ka was nourished eternally, fed not by food or water, but by the current of divine energy that flowed directly from Ra, the sun of souls. The Ka never weakened here, it pulsed forever. This is where the Hu echoed endlessly. The sacred sound vibrated through the fields, harmonizing every being into one cosmic song. The remembrance was complete. And at the center of it all, this is where the Sahu body shone like flame. The immortal light body, eternal, incorruptible, radiant beyond death. In the fields of eternity, the Sahu was not hidden. It was fully awake, a vessel of light in its purest form. The priests of ancient Egypt said the Sekhet-Aaru was not just a place after death. It was a frequency. It was the field that already exists inside you, waiting for Hu, Ka, Ba, and Sahu to awaken together. When your vibration aligns, you don't wait for paradise. You become paradise. You radiate the fields of eternity through your presence. Activation of Chapter 9. Breathe deeply. Close your eyes and imagine yourself standing in the fields of eternity. The air is light. The sound of Hu vibrates through your chest. Ka fills your body with infinite vitality. Ba spreads its wings and soars. Sahu burns as your eternal flame. Whisper the 4 keys. Hu, remembrance. Ka, vitality. Ba, freedom. Sahu, eternal light. Anchor this truth by writing in the comments, I walk in the fields of eternity. Hu awakens me. Ka fuels me. Ba frees me. Sahu shines through me.
Chapter 10. The Final Activation. This is the moment the ancients prepared you for. Not a story, not a ritual of the past, but the living transmission of the four eternal keys, Hu, Ka, Ba, and Sahu. Hu is remembrance. It awakens the sound of your origin, the vibration of creation itself inside your breath. Ka is vitality. It fuels your field, the river of life force flowing through your body, your heart, your soul. Ba is freedom. It spreads its wings, carries your identity beyond death, beyond time, into the eternal. Sahu is light. It rises as your immortal flame, your body of eternity, the vessel that transcends shadow and shines forever. Together, they are not fragments. They are not myths. They are the architecture of immortality, the union of four keys, the eternal code hidden in your being. The priests of ancient Egypt whispered, when Hu awakens, Ka fuels, Ba flies, and Sahu shines, the human becomes divine. The mortal becomes eternal. The seeker becomes light. This is not about believing. It is about remembering. Not about waiting for death, but about activating the fields of eternity here and now, in your own body, in your own breath. You are not flesh alone. You are not soul alone. You are vibration. You are current. You are flight. You are flame. You are Hu, Ka, Ba, Sahu. Final activation. Close your eyes. Breathe slowly, deeply, fully. Whisper the four names as one living code. Hu awakens me. Ka fuels me. Ba carries me. Sahu transforms me. I am eternal light.